Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sarah, otherwise known as Sarah Says Hi here on YouTube. I follow the ketogenic diet along with alternate day fasting. And in today's video, I am doing a quick life update video and as well as a diet update. So I'm gonna try to make this a quick video, but there's no guarantees because every time I say that, it ends up being a 10 or 15-minute video. I'll probably put in the video somewhere like the specific topic. So if you're curious about that specific topic, there'll be a timestamp for it. That way, if you just want to skip to the weight loss part, you can boom, hit that and there you go. Like your pal Misty. Hi, Misty. Shout out to Misty. If you don't know who she is, I'm sure she'll be commenting down below and you could go and check out her channel because she's super cool and why not? But Misty she's been starting a lot of her videos by opening a bang, and let's see, it's only 9:25 in the morning and it's my day off. It's Friday, but it's like my Saturday. So I'm going to start the weekend with a bang. And this one is Star Blast. So here we go. And I've had it a million times, so I know what it tastes like. They're all good. I think there's just a couple that I don't really care for, and one of them is the birthday cake one. I'm not a huge fan of birthday cake as it is, so the birthday cake bang is not my favorite. Good stuff. So let's start with some of the life updates. Number one, my son has moved back home. Yay! For those of you who have been following my journey, my son is 19 years old and he moved last August to Northern California. I live here in Fresno, California, which is like in the middle of California. We call it the Central Valley. And it's very hot here and it sucks, but whatever. Actually, it's kind of cool. It's been kind of cool the last few days, only like 80s or something like that, which is a huge change for us because normally we'd be like 105 right now. So my son moved back home, think like the second week of May, Mother's Day weekend or something like that, or just before Mother's Day weekend, I think. So he's going to be attending City College here in Fresno, and I think he's got another year, and then he's going to be transferring to San Jose State. So there's one huge update. My next update is that I was offered a full-time position at my company. I'm very, very, very happy about that. For those of you that don't know, I'm a physical therapist assistant, and I was laid off from my very first job as a physical therapist assistant in November of 2019. Medicare made some changes on how they reimburse for therapy services, which basically meant that the minutes for treatments were knocked down and that the therapist would have to see more patients throughout the day. And because they're seeing more patients, there was not enough patients for the other therapists to see. So I was laid off in 2019 and referred to the company that I work for now by a friend. And I took a part-time position when I first started for the company. And I really loved the company and just wanted to stick it out even with the pandemic when my hours were cut. A lot of you heard me talk about this in videos. I had a lot of free time. I actually was off of work for all of last August. I think almost 5 weeks I was off of work. No scheduled hours, but I just stuck it through. And then starting in September, the other full-time PTA, he left the company. I was told by my boss that once the hours picked up, I would get his full-time position with benefits and everything. So I stuck it out and then I started his shift, which his shift was working Sunday through Thursday. So that's my new schedule now. And I've been doing that since September. Well, January hit, we started getting more hours. Wasn't quite full-time hours, but I was working like maybe 25 hours. Sometimes so some weeks I could get up to 30 hours. But anyhow, my boss then told me that I needed to have 3 months of consecutive full-time hours. And that hit the beginning of May. And then my boss told me on my birthday, which was May 24th, by the way, I just had a birthday. I'm 45 now. Yeah, that's another update, 45. On my birthday, she told me, Sarah, I'm so sorry, but we cannot offer you a full-time position right now. our big boss wanted to hire an assistant to my boss, which an assistant position would not be a physical therapist assistant. It would have been a physical therapist. So there's a difference between a physical therapist and a physical therapist assistant, just like there's a difference between a doctor and a physician's assistant. So she told me that. And I do believe in manifesting. I haven't really shared a lot of that on my channel other than one video where I talked about manifesting weight loss, like affirmations for weight loss. I do believe that we're manifesting all the time. We're manifesting bad circumstances. We're manifesting good circumstances at all times. So when she told me this news, I didn't let it like sink in like, oh no, I'm not getting this job. What am I doing? Wasting my time. Like I really want a full-time job. I didn't do any of that. I was just like in my head when she told me, yeah, initially I was disappointed, but I was like, it's okay. That job is going to be mine. This assistant job to my boss, that position is going to fall through or they're not going to like the girl or whatever it is. And I'm going to get my job. So I just, brush it off, didn't think about it. And then last Friday, my boss texted me and told me that I do have the full-time position. So my benefits kick in starting in July, and starting Monday was my first day as a full-time PTA at my job now. And the other thing that was really exciting about that too was this last year I've had to purchase health insurance through Covered California. I was making almost a $400 premium payment every month to Kaiser. And I kind of thought like, oh, well, that seems like a lot of money for, someone that doesn't have consistent full-time hours. So it turns out that since January, I've been charged double premiums. My premium was only supposed to be half that amount. It's only $200. So I'm getting a lot of money back for all of those back month's pay. So I'm really excited about that too. Not that, I'm not trying to brag about money or anything, but when you overpay and you're getting money suddenly back, hey, it's nice. It's going to go into my savings. But now on to the weight loss part of this. I'm looking at myself in the camera. I'm thinking, gosh, yeah, Sarah, you actually look pretty good. Don't look too fat. Like face looks good. Looks pretty good. And I don't know how much I weigh right now, guys. I couldn't tell you. If I had to make a guess right now, I'm thinking that I probably weigh 190 pounds, which is like 15 pounds heavier than maybe December. Yeah, I kind of fell off the wagon. It's not that I was like totally trying to give up on alternate day fasting. I did try to keep up with alternate day fasting. What was getting me was that I was eating too damn much. I decided to recently look back at my carb manager. Like when I first started keto and alternate day fasting, that was in June of 2020. Okay, Sarah, what were you eating then? I know I was counting calories at that time. At that time, I had the whole you start with your maintenance calories and then you find out your BMR and then you subtract the BMR from the maintenance to find out how many calories you should be eating to lose weight. So I know that I was counting calories back then. And when I looked at the calories, they did range from some days it could be 1,600 calories. It could be up to 2,200 calories. So there was quite a bit of fluctuation. I was eating more strict keto back then. So my carbohydrates were rather low, between 20 to 30 grams. Not net carbs, that was total carbs. So the carbohydrate was pretty low. But even though I have been doing alternate day fasting and been pretty much sticking to at least 2 days of 36 hours, most of the time I was getting 3 days of 36 hours fast in. Because I wasn't counting calories, my guess is I was probably eating 3,000 calories. And again, I no longer subscribe to the idea of calories in versus calories out, so I don't actually track calories. But what I found was that pretty certain I was just eating too damn much and too many damn carbs. The plan for this last week, I have been doing my alternate day fasting, which is 36-hour fast. But on my eating days, I have been tracking back in Carb Manager. Now, again, I'm not looking at calories. I don't give a damn about calories. Sorry, I'm saying damn a lot in this video. I don't give a darn about calories. I only care about the carbohydrates because I believe that for me, I gain weight easily by the overconsumption of carbohydrates, specifically the bad carbs, cookies, that kind of thing. So now I am not going to be strict keto, and some of you will be happy to hear that I am back to more keto versus low carb. Some of you may even consider the amount of carbs I eat right now to be low carb and not necessarily keto, because I am eating around 40 grams of net carbs. I find that that is the minimum amount that I could eat in a day just to make it through the day, because I do crave sweets. I still want some kind of sweets. So I am going to allow myself, like I would say, probably between 40 to 45 grams of net carbs. I'm looking more at my macros, but not super strict with it, because I think right now I have my protein is only supposed to be like 79 grams of protein a day. That is not going to happen. I always eat at least like 120, 130 grams of protein, so I don't really care about the protein that much. Fat has been kind of hard for me to hit. I have been eating some fat bombs to try to help with that, but I always have found that fat is the hardest thing for me to incorporate in the ketogenic diet. And I do follow more ketovore, so I don't eat a lot of vegetables. So any of my carbohydrates are going to come from like Two Good yogurt. I do like having Built bars. I've discussed them in my channel, and I've done a couple reviews on Built bars. I do like to have like one of those every night, kind of like a treat, because it reminds me of like a C's candy. Sometimes I eat the fasting bars as my last meal, or with my dinner as my last meal. I don't rely on fasting bars all the time, although I did just get 2 new flavors. I got like a peanut butter one and a cookie dough one. The cookie dough one is actually pretty good. It's enjoyable. I don't know if I've tried the peanut butter one yet, so jury's still out on that one because I haven't tried it. But anyhow, so my plan is to be more keto and alternate day fasting. So I don't know if I'll be doing like 4 days of 36-hour fast every week, but I am going to probably try to get more 4 days of fasting in, or at least maybe just like 1 day of OMAD. So maybe tomorrow will be like an OMAD day and then jump into a 36-hour fast. So, Sarah, how much do you weigh? I don't know. Like I said, I have not gotten on the scale in over 2 months now. And I did that for the reason of mental stabilizing myself, like if that's even a thing. I think that if I were to step on the scale right now and I saw a number that was really unfavorable, I think that could be a setback for me. So I am purely going by how my scrubs are fitting. So I did a video on a review for Figs scrubs right here, where I was a size 12 and the top was a size large. So what I'm noticing now is that my tops are super, super tight. Like you can see my rolls and everything in them. They were not like that in that video. And in that video, I was probably 178 pounds. So that is my goal, is to get back to the point where the scrub top is very loose on me again. And then I will step on the scale, because I just don't want to set myself back. And I know that that could easily do a couple of weeks damage if I see how much I really weigh. So I'm just going by how my clothes fit, which is it's a good thing, like not to be like married to the scale and let the scale dictate everything, but to let my clothes dictate, like, oh, weighing too much now, Sarah. And scrubs are very easy for people to gain weight in and not realize it until, they put their jeans on and then they're like, oh my gosh, I can't button up my jeans, because a lot of scrubs have drawstrings. But for me, it was the top, because the top was already kind of fitted on me. And then to have it like, I feel like I'm being squished into my top now, like in my belly area, which is not good. I will say that I have noticed the last couple of days, it does feel like it's getting a little bit looser. So I know something's worked. And last week I did manage to do 4 days of alternate day fasting, but I wasn't counting macros or calories or anything. So I don't know how much weight I actually lost last week. This week, I can tell there is a difference because the top was a little bit looser. This turned into a very long video. So there is my life update here. And I hope that you guys will continue to watch me progress with alternate day fasting and keto. I am going back to Pismo. Last August, there was a video where I did alternate day fasting on vacation, and we were in Pismo Beach. But because of the pandemic, like a lot of the stuff was closed down. So I'm taking my son back to Pismo Beach in July, kind of towards the end of July. So my goal is to just try to lose some weight before my vacation. And another thing to look forward to is I ordered, it's called Belle Lily, which I think is kind of like the Shein or some of these other like cheap clothing, online clothing shops. It's definitely like, I think Asian sizing, because from what I've seen, like videos and stuff, people have said that the clothing was a little bit small. But my hope is that I lose some more weight before those actually arrive, so I could do a try on for you. All the tops that I ordered for that order are size extra large, but I will be doing a review, and hopefully I've lost some weight before I do that review, just to show you guys like how these tops are going to fit. I'm hoping that they fit, because I've heard it's like impossible to return clothing to them. So I will not be returning. If anything doesn't fit, I'll end up having to sell it in my Poshmark store, which, by the way, I am still selling on Poshmark. Is what I do on my days off, is I take pictures of my clothing on the mannequins or whatever and list it in my Poshmark store. If you don't know what I'm talking about, down below there is a link to my other channel, which I have not updated in a while, but it has the information about my Poshmark store and stuff on that channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Today is Friday, the 11th of June. So my job is going to be a quick edit for this video and get it up for you so that you can actually see it today. I do have some other videos coming up where I did a review on some more Built Bar flavors, which I am just totally digging Built Bar right now. I just love Built Bars. So I'll have another review there, and then I have a couple of reviews. You'll see I'm wearing like my little pink camo top, and it's because I recorded them months ago, like 2 months ago. My face may even look fatter in some of those videos because I believe I was heavier back then. But anyhow, if you made it through this video, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And when you do, don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that'll notify you every time that I've uploaded a new video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.